All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Welcome to episode 29 of our Hard Times Hog Farm Gameplay Series. I'm the Ultra Farmer. We've got a big episode today. As always, there's a ton of work to do. We've got fields that need to be prepped and ready for winter, get prepped and kind of put away for the fall. We have a bunch of corn that we need to harvest, an insane amount, the most amount of corn that we need to harvest, which is going to be awesome. We've got to get a whole bunch of manure spread across these fields, which you can see I have a massive setup behind us that's going to do just that. And like always, the never-ending story, the pigs need to be fed. So let's get into it. Let's get into episode 29. All right, before we kind of get into harvesting our corn, the first thing we're kind of working on is getting these fields prepped and ready to go. So what I've been doing is I've been doing a double application of manure on the fields that we finished harvesting, and then I'm going through disc harrowing them after. So we're just pulling into the farm right now, and I'm going to reload this massive manure spreader since we have just kind of an overhaul of manure. But this field up here, I was able to do with one full tank. We had what was left in that you see there. I think it was about 6,000 liters or so that was left in there. Now this tank holds 60,000 liters, but I was able to do this full field. Um, yeah, without refilling, which is crazy. But I'm gonna go to this canola field after, and we're gonna go get manure spread on that. Now, the only thing that I just noticed that I don't know why it happened. Well, that's probably why. I had this thing set to do double application on this field, and somehow it changed on this one. That's really annoying. I don't know. How did it change? Do I have to set it every time? Oh, well, I'm just bragging about it going on there. That's probably why that happened. I was kind of wondering because I had to refill doing that, or like I didn't necessarily have to refill doing the OG wheat field, but I was like pulling by the farm on like one of the like rounds, and I'm like, I might as well dip in and fill this unit. But yeah, I did that whole field, and I'm like, did that really only take 60,000 liters? But I don't understand how it stopped. How it like usually once you set it and you're using it, it doesn't change. Like if you put on like straw swath or something like that, it just stays on with the combines. Oh my God, even pulling up this hill, this is like a 700 horse tractor, and it barely pulled this thing up the hill. This is a big unit full of manure though. But I want to get a worker set on this. Okay, well now that we got the double application going, oh, I wanted to have the field double. Why did it stop? Is the worker gonna go on this field? Who knows? I wonder why that's happening. The question of why the AI workers are doing what they're doing is always just very confusing to me. Okay, well, I don't know why the AA worker is deciding not to go spread anything on this field, but I think future Ultra Farmer will have to figure out that problem. I don't know if I feel like wondering about that just yet. I'm gonna just kind of spin around. I want to pull this trailer around here just so it's ready to get pig food out when the time comes. I'm gonna back it into this unit right here. And then what I want to do is I'm going to hook onto our other set of disc harrows. I've got our case tractor working on the disc harrows out here, kind of going doing the up downs. And what I wanted to do is jump into our Fendt tractor here, hook onto the other set, and we're going to go start doing the outside of that field, start doing the rounds of it. And then I don't know, like I said, I don't know why that manure spreader is just deciding not to do anything on that field. I'm thinking now maybe if I get some of the cultivation or something done on it, it might unjam it. I don't like how this is jammed in there. I don't really know. We're just having all kinds of issues right now. All we wanted to do was spread some manure and go clear our fields off, and we just... There we go. There we go. If I just push on the W key hard enough, it'll go where I want to go. I hope. But I think then maybe we might have to just like disc harrow or something in this field, and it'll kind of maybe like unjam the AI worker, and it'll go do the field work. I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure. I'm just gonna leave this sitting here ready to go right now. I'll go work on the headlands of this field while that other AI worker is doing the up downs, and then that way we can get this field cleared off really quick. get the field prep done, and then we got to get into October. We'll get through September, we'll do all chores and stuff, get into October, and then that's when we're going to be harvesting the corn, which I've said a million times, but it is my favorite time of the year. Love harvesting corn. Don't know what it is. It's the most satisfying thing, in my opinion, of course. Let's get the GPS set so I can just go and not screw anything up, or try not to screw anything up. There we go. There we go. Just going through. So yeah, I think what I'll do is get this field cleared off, and then I'm gonna head over and clear the. I'll clear the canola field as well. Probably have to move that manure spreader and stuff, but I'll clear the canola field, and hopefully they'll be able to start spreading manure on there. That would be nice if that worked. I'm not sure why. Yeah, I'm not really sure why. I'm gonna probably go try real quick again to just see if I can make it work. I want to I want to get this corner a little bit better here as well. I don't want one bunch of weeds popping up, even though they're already starting to pop up. So I got to make sure I can catch all this corner. But yeah, we're going to go through. That's going to be kind of the first little part here, is get these fields cleared off, get them good to go for the fall slash winter. And then once all the field work is kind of prepped and done, we'll jump into corn harvest. And then after we harvest all the corn, we'll have a bit more fields to clear. We'll go spread some more manure on them. We'll try. Yeah, I can't promise anything, but we'll definitely try to go spread some manure on them, and yeah, keep on rocking. So let's get these fields cleared off. Crew, we are back. We've got those fields cleared away. They're good to go, and it is October now, which, is our favorite time of the year. It's corn harvesting season. Now, okay, before we do anything too crazy here, I'm going to unfold this, but what I'm going to do, we're going into the map. We're going to soil compositions. This is only single fertilized. Like, we did it together, right? We 100% set that spreader to double application, right? Like, am I going crazy here? I even went back and I rewatched the recorded VOD, and it shows me go. It clicks from, because when you open something, I guess this isn't not really going to be a good answer on here, but it'll say apply double application, and then you push the comma button, and then it swaps over and it says apply normal application, and you have to push the comma button to get it back into normal. And I watched myself switch it into double application, and then went to the field, and it didn't work. It didn't work. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It's on camera though, like it's literally on camera, so I don't really know why the game's just trying to mess with us. It's got beef with us or something. Oh, ran into that. But regardless, doesn't really matter. It's all good. It's all good. I'm just kind of getting everything set up. Actually, let's cruise down. Let's cruise down, and we're going to. Which one do we want to do first? It doesn't really matter too much. I'm just gonna get a worker set on this one. Let's do that. We'll get a worker set on this field, and I'm gonna jump back out. Oh, nothing's loud. I'm gonna jump back out, and we're gonna run over to the farm. I'm gonna drop down the headers. Yeah, and we'll get our other combine going here. And we will head up. I basically always got to take this one up to the far field just because I can fold up these headers, which I can't on those other ones. These ones are a little bit smaller, but yeah, I can fold them up, which is kind of nice. Just for cruising around where we gotta go. And we'll unfold this unit and we'll head up and we will go get. Oh, God, I love corn harvesting. I never get sick of it ever. But yeah, I do not know how this field has only got a single stage of applicator or a fertilizer on it. I swear I did a double. I really do. Okay, so that's the new field, which we will obviously hit, but I'm just going to cruise around and go to the far field and kind of work our way back to the farm. That's usually how I always do it. Try and work my way back to the farm. So let's get out here. And let's go back to the headers and unfold those bad boys. And okay, I'm gonna set the worker on this one. Now this tractor's just sitting here chilling. We will obviously hook the harrows and stuff to that, and I've got this tractor ready to go. Again, we can hook harrows to this and do whatever we need to. This tractor's gonna be just sitting here. It's gonna be floating around, running back and forth between both these fields. I'll probably I don't know which one will fill up. I mean, obviously this tank should fill up first since it started first, but also it's got a lot of weird turns. That other one will be going in a straight line a lot more, so yeah, we might have to do this field. Looks like that might miss some stalks there. Oh no, never mind. I was wrong. I was wrong. Yeah, this one's just giving her. Okay, let's jump back over to. Let's jump over to this tractor. Somehow it wasn't on my tab rotation. As I was tabbing around, I was thinking this thing would. It wouldn't connect me into this tractor, but let's fill this thing up. Actually, we might as well get some extra fuel in the tank here while we're here. This is such a intense unit. Yeah, this thing is pretty intense. So we got a bunch of corn to harvest. Let's go look at our fields here. So I'll try and keep this combine down on 5, 11, and 6. I think will work. And then by the time all that's done, 15 should be done. And then this combine can jump right down to field number 8. And just as everything kind of goes and progresses, we're going to be jumping in units and I'll either be getting the manure and stuff spread on there or doing the disc harrow. So I'm going to try and do the manure first on all the fields and get all that done. And then it's just going to be doing the disking and just kind of all that stuff. I don't know. I probably won't plow anything. I did talk before about doing some of the lime, but I may or may not. I don't know. It just kind of depends how we're feeling with all of it. And if we've got some extra time, we will. But I think getting everything at least fertilized once. Actually, I wonder if I can go up and get a second stage of fertilizer on there now. I definitely can on the canola field because I disc harrowed it afterwards. I'm gonna fill this thing while we're sitting around here kind of doing nothing. This massive spreader. This thing is just unnecessarily huge. But it works pretty good. I mean, it's a little bit ridiculous to kind of turn around, but all in all, not too bad. What's this guy doing now? Oh, okay. Probably just doing it on an angle. Yeah, not too bad. How's this gun doing? Missing a little bit down there. Unbelievable. Okay, and let's get this tractor hooked on to a set of harrows and get kind of ready to rock. Could be lots of... Oh, I gotta fuel this tractor up as well. We can't forget that. We'll do that right after this. Pull this over with the discs. Because this unit is fancy. There we go. Get some fuel in this unit. Does it show us our fuel? No fuel gauge? This game's so detailed, I'm actually kind of surprised that it doesn't show us the fuel gauge or anything. Not too sure. Not too sure. Okay, so let's jump out. Let's head over. I think probably what I might do is I might take over doing one of these fields and then just kind of... Well, no, I'll probably just let the workers go and I'll just kind of be following behind doing different stuffs with either the manure spreading or chasing around doing the trailers, getting grain and stuff pulled out so no one fills up. This guy's at 24%, this one's at 29%. So, yeah, we got a little bit till these units fill up. A little bit till these units fill up, but this one will be jumping over. I'll go right into that south field right after this, and then we can get the manure spreader going on this field, and yeah, it'll just be, you know, honestly, it'll be over before you know it. That's how it always is with corn harvesting season. It's over before we know it, which always kind of, it's kind of sucks because I love the corn harvested, no stalk left behind. Love it. Okay, I'm just gonna kind of let these guys go a little bit more, and I'll just keep bringing you back as all the stages progress, and kind of we get to the next parts of, like I said, field prep and getting some of these fields cleared off. All right, I'm just spinning around here. I'm just gonna try and go get some grain out of both of these combines, just so they can both kind of just keep going, and there shouldn't be any issues. Like they're both probably all about 60% full-ish, so I figured I'd just kind of do some rounds. You know, go get a little bit of corn out of each of them, and then that way I could kind of just go and keep doing my thing, which I was spreading the manure on that field, which is almost done, but I figured I would just jump around and kind of go do this just a little bit, like I said, just to kind of keep everybody going, and I kind of wanted to go this way because I should be able to just dip on down to that farm kind of through this back way. A little bit of storm damage on this field out here. The storm damage is... There's always so much storm damage on these fields. Nothing like that tornado... Like the tornado... Yeah, that other one's 80% full. I thought it'd be around 60, but I was wrong. But I should be able to drive up this road, I think, and get to that field. Should be able to. There's a lot of fields. It's a lot of fields. I could have like another tractor trailer, but that's not really that, or not another tractor for sure, but I could have another trailer that I just kind of leave up here, but for the last corn harvest, it's not that big a deal. Now, will I be able to... Hopefully I can just meet this guy at the end of this pass, and then when they spin around I can dump into the combine. Hopefully. Maybe. Yeah. We'll see. This thing should, hopefully they make it this pass. Should be enough room in there. 43,000. I know it'll hold 50. Ooh, it'll be tight. It'll be close. I don't know. Oh. Also too, I've been saying this in the last few episodes, but make sure If you guys haven't done so already, go check out the Discord. We got a Discord up right now, and we're slowly kind of trying to figure out stuff in the background to figure out if we can get some game servers going for anyone in the Discord so that we could all kind of build some farms together. That's kind of in the works right now. I'm talking to it with a few of the members in there, trying to see if it would work out. I don't really know. I um I really want to try and do something where we can all farm together as a community, like take over a map or something like that, and each group has a different like challenge, or like they'd be part of like have a group that's a part of like the dairy farming on a map, and have a group that's a part of like the pig farming on a map, and have a and you could come in and choose like which group you wanted to be a part of, and obviously you could switch groups and all that stuff, but it would kind of be fun. And then we could just like take over a map and have like all the have all the production facilities, and each group is like kind of responsible for their production facility that they're, in each time of the year, and selling all the stuff and trying to make the money. And yeah, it could be fun. Could be fun. If it all works out, I just got to try and figure out all the kind of like details behind it. I would need some people to help me mod with that and just all that stuff. So I think it will happen just in due time, if you will, once we kind of get a few more things set. All right, I'm gonna pull this up out of the way. But yeah, if you guys are feeling up for it, make sure to go join the Discord. I'm trying to I'm trying to be more active in the Discord, and I try to go check on it as much as I can. Sometimes even when I'm at work, I'm able to go in and check and just see if people are chatting. Every now and then, I'm able to do some messaging. Blah blah blah. Uh, okay, this is getting close. I just got a little bit more to spread here, and then I'll probably just go jump in the disc arrows. Let this thing go. Like, one thing, this thing's good. It just is painfully slow. Like 5 miles an hour is really slow. Feels really slow. It said 9 miles an hour too, which is like weird, but I don't know. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows anymore? And again, it's kind of like something we don't necessarily have to do since we're not going to be planting again, but I figure why not, right? Get the fields good and fertilized. Plus, we got more manure than we know what to do with. Way more manure than we know what to do with. This field over here will be done pretty quick. Now, because we got time, I'm going to go back. A little bit of the edge of this field got missed down here. I think I want to go get that. Oh, because we got time while that combine behind us finishes up the last few passes on that field. Also, too, one thing I've been trying to shout out a little bit more in the episodes, especially like, well, earlier on in the episodes. I always do it at the end. I thank everybody, but yeah, thanks to everybody who's hit that sub button and stuff. We're still on our way to 1,000, but like we're the closest we've ever been, which is pretty cool. And hopefully, depending when you're watching this, hopefully you're watching this in the future, and it's like, oh no, he's got 10,000 subs. What's he talking about? Yeah, that would be cool. But anyone, anyone who has hit that button and is helping us get to that goal, thank you guys very much. Appreciate it big time. Appreciate it big time. Now, I wonder, no, I won't be able to do it on this. This field's already double application. Yeah, so like this one, let's go check. I hit the double application on this, and this one is double app. I don't know. I don't know. Someone help me. Why? Like, we can go back, we can watch that video. I fully swapped it to that, and it just didn't work. I don't know. While we're here, let's load up some slurry and go dump it into the production facility. These disc arrows we can pull out. And now that this is filled up, we can go out and start getting that field done. That combine is very, very close to finishing up, and we got to swap that over to the other field. We got to make sure there's corn stalks that got missed there, which we can hit that on the way by. That's not a big deal. Yeah, this guy's almost done. We'll sit in this unit, and then as soon as it's done, we'll go over. There shouldn't be any other stalks that we missed in that back corner. There's just that one in the corner on our way to that next field, on our east field, and we'll go get that started. What we should do too is tab up to, yeah, how much is left up here? There's a bit. There's a bit left. Probably that combine will get some of the headlands done on that other field, and then we'll be able to rock out on the final field. Like, see, corn harvesting goes quick. Before you know it, it is done. Dunzo. Nice work, AI worker. Now, we don't want to hit the mailbox. That mailbox, I've hit that mailbox so many times. Alright, let's catch these stalks. Or I ran over them. One of the two. One way or the other, no, they're not there anymore. Alright, let's go get this field started. We'll get a worker started on this. I will. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa. Coming in hot, ladies and gentlemen. Coming in hot. Okay, let's go to... I want to go into the manure spreading unit first. Okay. Okay, like it says activate normal application. If I was to push that, it would go into normal, so it's in double right now. This is what I'm saying. I don't know if I'm saying it to you or I'm saying it to myself. One of the two. You see, and then this happened last time too. I don't know. Oh, no, it is working. Just took the AI worker a second to go. I was like, because the AI worker had jammed out on that one field, and I had to like drive around a bit, and then finally they like kind of just, I don't know, just unjammed, if you will, and then was able to apply on that field. But when they did, it was down into like the single application. So I just wonder if there was this like kind of a weird glitch on the field for a moment, or I'm not too sure. I'm really not too sure. So the AI workers are great, but it's very hit and miss sometimes. Sometimes we'll go stretches and it's just good and they just work really fine. And then sometimes after the updates, I find they get a little bit weird. It's like they get weird, but then they kind of sort themselves out. I don't know how to explain it. I play this game enough. Well, I play this game too much, but I play this game enough that it's like you notice when they're being weird, and it always seems after one of the updates that there's just like something a little bit weird with them. A little bit weird. But yeah, let me know in the comment section below, or if you do join the Discord, go in the Discord and go under video ideas, and let me know some of your guys' thoughts about like some sort of subscriber, or I think it would be best if it was members in the Discord because it'd be easier to kind of keep track of everyone, and we could create a special channel in there for the custom game servers so we could all play multiplayer together. I don't really know when I'm gonna find time to play in that multiplayer, but I will definitely try to. I think if it became more of a consistent thing, I could even, I don't know, I've still been kind of toying with the idea of trying to stream every now and then, but it's hard with my schedule right now. I don't know exactly when I would be able to have consistent streams. The only time I would, no, like there's no real time I would be able to consistently do it right now. Unless I had like, the weekends are hard because I gotta do so much running, and then it's like a time where I do a lot of editing and stuff too, so I don't know. I don't know. I don't know when I would get a chance to stream, but what I was thinking is if we were playing some custom game servers together and we had some, like it was like community farms or whatever we called it, it would be cool to stream that. But yeah, they're all just ideas, which will eventually form. They'll eventually come to something. I just don't know exactly what. But it would be fun if we could all play together. I always am just playing this game solo, so it kind of would be fun to have the option to be able to jump in and everyone building the farm together, like fully taking over a map. And it'd be fun to take over like a big map. Like we don't have to take over flat acres, but a map where there's like even for example, if we did take over Riverbend Springs, like Riverbend Springs is big enough that like a whole bunch of different farming operations could be spread out across that map. Like we could have grapes in the north and stuff, and cattle down south, and you could have cornfields, and we could have a whole section on silage and grass, and even doing corn for chaff and stuff like that, and sections for pigs and sheep and all that stuff. Like it would be pretty cool to just like take over the map. So that's kind of my idea. All right, let's go check on this. Combine's going to be going good for a second, although they're at 55%. I think what we should probably do is I'm going to spin this tractor around, drive in the neighbor's field real quick here. No one will be upset. No one will be upset. No one will know. And I'll get some more corn out of this combine, and then we're going to head back down to the other unit. Since he's 55% full, we'll head back down to that other unit. I also want to dump some corn into the silos just so we can get some some pig food being made. So I think that's what we're going to do. I'll get the grain out of this. We'll go dump it into the silos, and then I'll head over. to the east field. Should be able to pull this hill now. Pretty not too bad. Okay, head over to the east field so that we can get any corn out of that combine. But on our way by, we'll dump into the silos, and like I said, that way some of the pig food can start to be made because we are out of pig food. But now that we got corn, we're back to just cruising. Back to just cruising. So I'm gonna kind of just do a little bit more running around. I'll let that manure spreader go, and then I'll bring you back once I'm back in the harrows and we're kind of clearing off that south field and, you know, plugging along with this corn harvest. All right, we're still just plugging away here. We're just giving her, the fields are getting, they're coming along nicely. This field is, this grain thing, or the combine is about 80% full in this one, so we're going to get some grain out of it. The field to our left here, which is like our first east field that we got, is just about done. That combine was on its very last pass. I'm actually waiting to see the little notification right there, yeah, in the top right corner, they completed their task. So they are done, they are good to go. I'm just going to let this combine keep going. I'm gonna spin around and we're gonna go empty that combine. We're gonna kind of spin around the farm and stuff here. We'll go empty that combine and then we're gonna go dump this grain into the silos. Why not? Just kind of while we're running around, we're gonna go park that combine, get it squared away, get it fueled up, all that stuff. So let's jump into this unit and let's open that. And we'll get this thing emptied out. Yeah, so well, let's see how much we get into the. You know what? Maybe I'll just wait to empty this trailer because the other combine will fit 50,000 liters in it, which is I don't know if it'll fill it once more time with the rest of that field. Maybe, maybe not. Let me go. I'm gonna close this unit. I'll just kind of focus on getting this parked away and stuff first, is kind of what I'm thinking. Let's pull through before we park everything away here. Let's grab the pressure washer. I got the, oh, there we go. There we go. Didn't need the chainsaw out, that's for sure. I got a thing so that everything auto washes, but yeah, we haven't pressure washed this stuff in a while. We haven't used this pressure washer, it feels like. Like I said, I kind of got a mod set on so that everything auto washes. I also have one that's auto maintenance, so like it does each month that I sleep through, it automatically fixes everything. It charges us for it, but all the equipment stays at like at 100%. It's 100% maintained, which is kind of nice. Oh yeah. Get her nice and clean before we put everything away. I kind of wish the hoses on these pressure washers were a little bit longer, but that's okay. Paint's looking a little rough on this unit. Probably from me running into things. Jeez. Now let's get these headers kicked off. And there we go. We'll back up over here and get this thing fueled up as we do. And so, okay, so what do I got going on in these other fields? Well, this one there might still be 50,000 liters on here. But even if there is, that would put 180 in that trailer, and then we would still have another 20,000. So, yeah, we'll just wait. What I'll probably do is let's just bring this guy back around. We'll bring this tractor and trailer back around to that field so that it's good to go when the time comes. And then I'll kind of go show you what I got everybody else doing right now. So I sent the manure spreader. Actually, we're right here. Let's just park this. We'll park this and I'll tell you what I'm doing and then I'll kind of go show you. So I took our little fertilizing unit and I went and I did the far cornfield just because I knew it would take way too long for that big manure spreader to go up there and get that one done. So I just sent our little normal spreader up there. Okay, so let's shut this down, park this. Head over. Actually, we'll come back and we'll start doing some of this disc harrowing, but I'm gonna unfold this unit and get ready to work on this field. And so I got the manure spreader back on this canola field, and it's getting its second application on it. And then I have our other spreader on the far north field getting it done, getting all the double applications. So now we're getting 2 stages on this, 2 stages on this. There's just a single stage on this one, which is fine, but all these other ones are double. And once this manure spreader's done, I'll either bring it to one of these fields. It doesn't really matter which one, and kind of, yeah, we'll just keep going with doing the disc harrowing and stuff like that. Like, yeah, there's still quite a bit that needs to be done on this field. Still quite a bit. Oh, I can just sell that unit from right there. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I got this little spreader going as well, kind of getting all this field all squared away. I moved the slurry around, but there's still a little bit more that can go. That guy's there, and this should be opened. Okay, perfect. Let's turn on the GPS for this one. And drop that down, I think. And off we go. Off we go, clearing off the cornfields for a final time. Bittersweet, bittersweet. But I've really enjoyed this series. It was really fun. Like, it was pretty difficult in the beginning. It was just like a lot of grinding. Like, we did a lot of contracts to make money. Especially this map. Sometimes I play maps just because I like them, and I don't really think too much about like how we're gonna expand and all that stuff, because I just kind of think it's funner to just go along and just kind of figure it out as you go. The only way that I pick a map is just kind of the way that it's set up. It's like a way the starting farm areas are kind of laid out, or if I can kind of change them and stuff in some certain ways to make it good. But this one was just like, I really liked this map. It's just kind of the style I like of a map. It's you have the option for it to be big, or like, even our little field that we started with and it was all withered. It's just kind of like a small field, but then right beside it you have massive fields, and then this one's kind of like a medium sized. I like the idea that you can, you kind of have those options. Some maps that are just massive fields, it's like, well, I don't know, it's it's kind of just a little bit like boring a bit just to be doing disc harrow. Like, if you go on flat acres and you got to clear one of those fields, even with the biggest disc harrows, like, it would take like 2 hours, 3 hours, if you like sitting at a computer or a game, just like going up and down, up and down. I don't know. To me, that's not as fun, I suppose. I know you could set a worker to do it, but it's kind of fun just to do the stuff yourself every now and then. So I like maps that you kind of have the option where you can have some big fields, you can have some small fields, and the sell points. I don't like maps that are too big in the sense of like, okay, well, maybe you're doing grain, and then like the grain drop off is on the other side of the map, but the bakery's real close. But then if you want to take something, or like the grain mill's close, but the bakery's so far away, uh, I don't really like that. I kind of like just like simple maps. Like, even the one we did, if anyone hasn't checked out our Dairy Empire gameplay series, the Tassie Farms map is like a perfect example of it. It's got some, we had some big fields that we worked. We had kind of some small, medium-sized fields. There was one sell station at the end of the map. That was the spot that you went to sell everything, and that's just kind of, yeah. I just kind of liked maps like that. The only thing I did not like about that map, the only thing I do not like about any maps that do this, are maps that have telephone poles and stuff like that, like the telephone lines that run through the middle of the fields, or just random bunches of trees in the middle of the fields. I do not like that. The AI workers are just not built for that. They can't have those type of like adversities that they've got to work around. Um, it just does not work. The amount of times I would like try and set my a worker to go do some to do a field, and I would just kind of go do something for a second, whether I was like making some food, and I would come back and they're just like wrapped around a telephone pole, and they've almost burnt a full tank of fuel just sitting there driving over and over, and I'm like, oh my god, this is just so frustrating. So that was the only, if I mean, we didn't really have fields that dealt with that, but even doing the contracts on that Tassie Farms map, it was a bit annoying at times. But overall, I really, really liked that map. I would definitely do another gameplay series on this map in the future. And yeah, I would go back to Tassie Farms for sure. I liked that map quite a bit. I really like that map. There's still maps that I'm hoping will come out where they do like kind of like a new version of it from FS22. I'm hoping some of the map makers or the mod makers are creating maps for that. I like No Man's Land. I really, really hope No Man's Land comes out. That would be awesome. That's probably my favorite map. That's my favorite map to start from complete scratch on. Like, absolutely, it's because you could just do whatever you want on that map. I just really liked the way that it was set up too. You could have some good forested areas, or you could have some big open areas that were like filled with grass. I know there's like New Hope and New Frontier, or like maps that are kind of similar to that, but just something about No Man's Land. Something about No Man's Land was the very first gameplay series I ever like recorded and then posted on YouTube in FS22. If anyone wants to go check it out, the very first one I ever did. And I've talked about this before, so if you've heard this before, I apologize. But yeah, it was a 50 episode series, and we started from absolutely nothing. So I've really had fun with that map. I hope they come out with it again. Definitely. Okay, let's get this final pass done here. Enough with me chin wagging about the good old days. Get this final pass done, and then we'll go around and we'll kind of check on the combine. I wasn't really looking at my notifications. We'll go check and see if any of the like the fertilizer spreader or any of the manures. The manure spreader should still have some manure in it. I turned it back to the single application, so it should be good to go for that full field. But we'll kind of go. I'll just kind of go do some looking, and then yeah, I'll bring you back once we're getting the final bit of the corn done, and we're just working on field prep. All right, crew, we are back here. I'm bringing you in for an emotional moment. Well, we use the term emotional a little loosely around here, but this is it. This is the final pass on the Hard Times Hog Farm corn harvest. This is it. This is the final time we are going to be harvesting corn on this series. This is it. We made it, but I'm glad if anyone stuck with us right from the beginning, from the first corn harvest. Put something in the chat. But this is it. This is the last one. We got this cool tinted window combine. And there we are. The AI worker has completed their task, and we are done corn harvesting. Let's get this corn out of here. Let me get back on this combine. Let's open up this, and we'll dump it into... Geez, are we going to have enough room in this trailer? Ooh, it'll be tight, because I think there was like 100 and... No, we should be good. We should be good. Are we? No, we are not good. Nice try. See ya later. Okay. Well, let's head back to the farm with this unit, and we will dump. That means we've got 200,000 liters. Does that mean we have 200,000 liters of corn in that combine? Good, or in that trailer? Good lord. Okay, an extra 1,600 liters we got to drop in. Let's first. I'm gonna just fold up these headers because I don't really remember. Yeah, it's gonna just be better if we fold these up right now, just for kind of getting through our farm here. And what I'll do is, okay, let's, oh, hit the wrong button there. But let's unfold these real quick. I'll back up and, no, let's jump out of this unit. Let's get this rack up. We'll stick these underneath, and then we'll go dump that. We'll dump the last of the corn into the silos. And okay, so let's drop those off there, and I gotta open this now. We obviously gotta fuel up our combine as we always do, and that's it. Oh, I can't believe that the corn harvesting is done here at the Hard Times Hog Farm. That is that sucks, but it was awesome. I've said this before. I definitely almost want to just do a full series at some point down the road. I don't know when it'll be or how we'll do it, but we'll just do a full corn series. We'll try and make like corn chips, and maybe we can do, what else can we do with corn? There's like corn tortillas. Like there's got to be some sort of like tortilla mod or something like that we could do corn tortillas with, and like corn wraps, and we could get the corn dryer production facility, and we'll just do a big corn gameplay series, and that would be awesome. And we'll just get massive fields, like 10 combines, and we'll just do corn. That's it. That's maybe that'll be. I don't really know when all these other gameplay series are gonna last us to, because we have Oats and Goats. If anyone didn't know, we have a new gameplay series out called Oats and Goats, and I don't think I turned that combine off. But yeah, Oats and Goats is our new gameplay series where we got goats and we harvested oats, and we're going to be trying to raise a bunch of really, really good horses. We're going to try and we're doing the realistic animal mod in that gameplay series, and we're going to try and make the most valuable horses that we can. Which one of our horses right now, we got two horses that are really, really good quality. What's this AI worker doing? Anyways, they're salt and pepper. One's black, one's white. Classic salt and pepper horse names. But Pepper is worth like 20 grand right now, and I don't know how much more valuable we can get Pepper, but I think Salt's worth like 16 or 17,000 as well, which is awesome. The goats, we're slowly getting more and more goats. I think we have 11 now because we had 8, and I think we have 11 now. I think our one goat had some little offspring. What are baby goats called? Just baby goats? Like the little pigs or piglets. What are baby goats called? They're not like calves or anything like that, are they? I don't even really know. Or maybe they're just baby goats. Is there a name for it? I feel like there is. I feel like they would have had a name for that. I don't know. If anyone knows, put it in the comment section. But if you haven't checked that gameplay series out, check it out. If you're more interested in, we also had one that we finished off in case no one knew about it. It was our Tassie Farms Dairy Empire gameplay series where we built a dairy empire. It was awesome. It was a fun series to do, and it was on the map Tassie Farms, hence Tassie Farms Dairy Empire gameplay series. Really fun map. Really liked it a lot. But yeah, if you guys didn't check those out, make sure to go check them out because they were a pretty good series. And Oats and Goats is going to be fun. Then I have another series after that, which I don't want to spoil the name, which I think will go around that one might go around 50 episodes, I'm not going to lie, because I'll give you a little hint to what it's going to be like. We're going to be really starting from scratch. Like, really starting from scratch. And that one might take 40. Yeah, 50 episodes is pretty long. It probably will take 40, but maybe no. I don't know. I'm still trying to like work out all the kinks and stuff for that one. And I've got it all kind of like planned out. I also don't know. Okay, here, I'll put this out to you guys right now. You guys can help me give me some feedback on this. What I've been toying with is the idea of recording 10 episodes and then instead of dropping episodes like one at a time, just drop the supercut series. So I don't know, like where it would be like 10 hours long or something like that. Like let's just say 10 episodes at an hour long ish. They're never usually quite an hour, usually like 50 minutes. But I might just drop all 10 episodes at once. Like, is that something you guys would rather just have like the binge, like 8 to 10 hour supercut, or do you guys kind of like just episodes every so many days, and then when I drop the supercuts, it's just something you can go catch up on if you didn't, or if you just kind of want to rewatch the beginning and stuff like that again. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think kind of on all that. All right. Our manure seems to be done on this field, so let's take this gargantuan spreader back to the farm. So we have our double application on this field now. The north wheat field has been double fertilized as well for the next farmer to come in. But like this is it, we're getting to the very, very end of the Hard Times Hog Farm, and this is I can't believe we got to here. I really can't. We started with just that yellow tractor, and now we're just flying. I'm also really excited to see the final sale of the pigs, to see how much cash we're going to get. I haven't tallied it all up. I could tally it up real easy. It's pretty simple to do, but I just didn't. I think it would be just kind of fun. We'll do it all at once. And yeah, I think I'm going to, get rid of that one field, the neighbor's field. I won't have that one anymore. That's probably the only thing I'll sell of the fields. I'll keep all the equipment and stuff here so that if we ever want to come back to this gameplay series for some sort of like bonus episodes or something. I'm still thinking around Christmas time I'll probably put up like a poll either in the Discord or yeah, I'll probably do it in the Discord. So if you're not in the Discord, jump in there if you want. But that's where I'll probably end up doing the poll of like what gameplay series you guys would like me to revisit for like maybe a 5 episode kind of, I don't know, just to go blast from the past 5 episodes. We'll go back to one of these farms, either this one or maybe Tassie Farms, or yeah, I'm not too sure. Okay, let's jump out to this. Let's go get this and dump this into the silos as well. And then what we got to do is we got to get some pig food moved into the barn. We've been messing around here a little bit, like with the harvest, so enough time has probably went by that we should have some pig food ready. If not, we might just have to wait a couple hours while the production facilities kind of work through it a little bit more. But we'll get we got to get pig food dropped into the barn because we basically have no pig food in there. Well, let's go check. I don't think we have any. Maybe like 40,000 or something like that. Oh, we have 140,000. My mistake. Oh, that's right. Because it was gonna. Yeah, because Yeah, I filled it. That's right. We had corn left in the. I had corn and canola left. So once we harvested the wheat. Oh my God, is this thing full? Oh my God, we've hit max capacity on the silos. But I can just dump it right into the pig production facilities. Yep, I can do that. I know that. So let's do that. I'll dump that. I'll dump whatever I can. I probably shouldn't be able to dump all of this in there, to be honest. I think. I mean, we got 77,000 liters in here still. Yeah, it's looking like it's gonna. It's looking like it's gonna do it. Okay. Well, let's just check here and see if I can get some more. I need 140 or 49,000 liters for us to get into the next month. So hopefully there's some in here. Oh yeah, we got a ton of pig food. We got a ton of pig food. Like there, we did it. We made it a full year. We did a full year of not having. We did not buy a single liter of pig food. That is amazing. That is amazing. I don't know if you guys know exactly how many times I bought pig food, and I would go into the menu and I would remove the money and stuff like that because it wasn't completely accurate when we would fill the trailers. I bought so much pig food. So much pig food. Ah, unbelievable. Unbelievable. Okay, let's get this. Okay, there's 102,000 liters in there. Let's get this dropped into the barn. And we got to check that other production facility as well because I want to make sure that it still makes the full amount of pig food into the next month, just like normal. Because now that we've got 100,000 liters of open space, like the pig food making units will only hold 100,000 liters per. That's where we had to set down to. So now that we've cleared, we've made room in that first one, I want to make sure we have room made in this second one. Another 100,000 liters in there. Perfect. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we did it. I'm just going to go back over and check on this. This guy's done, but he missed a whole bunch of spots. Let's get spun around here. And let's get this last little bit cleaned up here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to end this episode here. So make sure and tune in if you want to episode 30, which will be our last episode of the Hard Times Hog Farm gameplay series. We will do our final kind of wrap up. It'll be just, it'll be the episode where we sell off anything. I'll kind of go around and do any other like little weird bits of field prep and stuff that maybe was missed. Maybe go do a little bit more fertilizing and stuff like that, just in case when we come back, when we do come back, I think regardless, we'll come back and do a little bit of a, some sort of like a surprise episode or something like that. Maybe on my birthday, I'll go do something, or what we could always do too is maybe one day if I have some time, I'll live stream and we'll come back here and we'll just farm on this map and can do kind of like a little blast from the past recap, little nostalgia for the Hard Times Hog Farm. I will sell all the pigs except Buck. We'll keep Buck here. So that way when we come back later on, Buck will still be here. So we'll be selling 2,487 pigs. That's what we will be selling. Can't sell Buck. This is Buck's home. This is his home. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna end the episode there. Thank you very much for watching episode 29. Thank you very much to anyone who stuck with me in this series. Like always, I appreciate everyone who hit that sub, who hit that notification bell, and drops us a like and all that stuff in the comments. Thanks for everyone who's joined the Discord server. That's awesome. That's super cool. Someone had messaged me on YouTube and was like, "What's your Discord?" And I literally didn't have one, and I made one in a night. It literally took me like 3 hours. I just went through and I got like bots set up and all this stuff, and now we got a Discord going, and that's pretty cool. So thanks for everyone who joined that. What am I missing here? What I'm missing is I hope you have a good afternoon, morning, evening, whenever it is that you guys are watching this episode. Make sure and come check out episode 30 and kind of see how everything wraps up with the Hard Times Hog Farm. It's bittersweet that it's coming to an end, but I'm also excited for Oats and Goats and the following gameplay series after. So thanks again, everybody. I will quit rambling. Have a good rest of your day, and I will talk to you guys next episode.